Something's been buzzing, and it's not just conspiracy theories. Strange lights, orbs, and even drones have been reported, mostly in New Jersey, sparking heated debates about aliens, government experiments, or something in between. Let's start with the orbs. They've been linked to plasmoids, high-energy plasma phenomena that mimic miniature suns or even galaxies. And to be honest, this is the first time hearing about plasmoids, and it's truly a wild concept for me. The Department of Energy has been researching them for years, even using nuclear-level conditions to create them. Plasmoids are wild. They give off radiation, display signs of intelligence, and could theoretically be linked to interdimensional travel. Oh, and they fry drones that get too close, just like tiny stars. Adding to the mystery, NASA's Advanced Air Mobility Mission and its partners may be behind those eerie drone swarms spotted at places like Langley Air Force Base. But are the drones there to study the orbs, or are they part of a larger, undisclosed project? Coronal mass ejections, CMEs, from the sun could also explain the orbs, as Earth's deteriorating magnetic field struggles to contain these plasma anomalies. But the theory doesn't account for the orbs' seemingly deliberate movements or their ability to eject smaller orbs that explode, like something straight out of science fiction. Meanwhile, people are calling out the government for staying silent. Whether it's aliens, natural phenomena, or secret tech, one thing is clear. Something unusual is lighting up the skies, and we're left in the dark. Check out these clips and tell me what you think.
What in the ever-living fuck is that? Oh my god, that's so scary. What is that? I'm not even tripping. Oh, that's so scary. Oh my god. Like, I'm not tripping, right? What is that? That's in our sky right now. I think this is it. I think this is them aliens.
The orbs, or the quote-unquote UFOs, could be plasmoids. Now, first off, in my second video, I talk about plasmoids, and people are confused. They think it might be an alien, or it might be just a normal occurrence in our physical environment. But in all reality, this has been researched and documented over time. So if you look at Princeton University's Plasma Innovation Center, this place is co-run by the Department of Energy. And the Department of Energy, if you guys don't know, was also in charge of part of the Manhattan Project, which was aka the atom bomb. And if you look at how many people worked on the atom bomb or the Manhattan Project before anyone knew, it was kept really secret. And these type of facilities are always experimenting with different things. Now, if you look at what they're actually dealing with, they're actually dealing with a technology that is able to create a plasmoid. And that technology is the following. In their website, they talk about high energy density plasma. Now, these conditions are found in nuclear explosions and in the core of giant planets that are among the most extreme states of matter created on Earth. So they are essentially recreating these scenarios, and these scenarios can actually create plasmoids. And plasmoids are almost alien because we know nothing about them. We've only seen them in pictures. They're very elusive. But the crazy part is that they show signs of intelligence. So people are really freaking out about them. And if this happened in New Jersey, then the government would dispatch drones to research them, because there are quite a few of them, and it's something that everybody's been wanting to learn about, and it could be part of technology, weapons, defense, energy, a lot of things. So this is a big deal. Now, somebody asked me, why are they all over the planet? Well, these type of plasmoids could occur in natural situations in volcanoes or high energy outputs. Just these things are also starting to pop up more in numbers and more in occurrence. And that's the troubling part, is why we're starting to see them more and more.
No, it's not the drones that may be the UFO, it's the freaking orbs. This is actually recorded by an ABC7 news crew down in New York City yesterday. No kidding around. These orbs may be plasma orbs that are originating from us or from somewhere else. Just not sure. I'm meteorologist Todd Gross, and let me tell you the problem. The biggest problem of all is that, you see this, we're not sure that This is an orb. This is taken with iPhones. And when you point iPhones and other cameras at bright lights, it makes it look very similar to the way the actual orbs are taken by professional news crews. So the whole thing is getting mixed up with a ton of misreports. In other words, reports of things that actually aren't the orbs and aren't the drones. So let me just clarify what is going on, because a lot of folks get confused. They see conspiracy theories day in and day out, and we finally have something that isn't really a conspiracy theory. It's really a mystery in the skies. There have been drones for weeks that are 4 feet wide, 4 feet long. They're roughly square, and they've been emanating mostly in New Jersey, but they're in many other states now as well. Some folks have seen them actually spraying things. Now, in addition, there are these mysterious orbs, which are just floating around, and sometimes the drones have been seen to approach those orbs. And that really deepens this mystery, because earlier I did a video on what the possibilities were, but if there's some sort of fight going on, or if the drones are out trying to figure out what those are or to disable those, this sounds crazy. It sounds like conspiracy theory stuff, but to be quite honest, there's really something going on for a change that we do not know what it is. And yes, we certainly need to find out. Somebody is keeping a very big secret from the public. I agree with you guys on that.
So we got this crazy video. This was recorded at Hamilton Lake in New Jersey last night. So watch, you can see orbs. You can see two orbs. One of them is ejecting other orbs. Seems to be shooting orbs down towards the ground. But watch this. It is shot down and explodes. I don't know what shoots it down. But this is wild. I mean, I really don't know what's going on here. Every video seems to be getting crazier. Watch. Boom. It's hanging there. Here, I'm going to play it in slow-mo. You can see it explode. There's still the other orb hovering above it. And honestly, I don't know what to think about this. Like I said, Hamilton, New Jersey, filmed last night. I had to brighten it up. The original video was extremely dark. You could barely tell what was going on. But yeah, I don't know what it's ejecting. Don't know what blew it up, but they're not talking about it.
Hey dude, with all this talk about plasmoids in the sky, a lot of people have been asking us to try and go ahead and explain what they are. Do you think we can do that? I can definitely try, but something so complex in my mind doesn't come out simply. In other words, I'm autistic as fuck. But here we go. The best way to explain what a plasmoid is by looking at the sun. On a massive level, the sun is a plasmoid. Let's back up real quick to elementary school to the 4 states of matter. Okay, so you're talking about solids, liquids, gases, and plasma. Exactly. Everything within the sun is technically plasma, superheated gas where atoms have lost their electron. And because it's such at a massive level, it actually creates its own magnetic field around it. But all these plasmoids people are claiming to see in the sky aren't nearly as big as the sun. What gives? Well, that's the very interesting thing when you get to the more intricate workings of how plasmoids work. In some instances, it's theorized that a galaxy is technically a plasmoid. But then there are plasmoids that are only 10 centimeters big, such as the ones we create in our own laboratories. And what's even crazier is the size isn't necessarily exclusive to the power that's actually within the magnetic field. Let's give a visual example. The shape of a plasmoid, a lot of people think, is like this ball of yarn. But in all actuality, it's more like this. A flatter type of thing. The best visualization I could give you, I don't have one, is a donut. Everybody's seeing this in the sky from different angles all around, when in reality, it's more shaped like this wrapping around itself, like a donut. So here is a 2-dimensional figure that I can show you within movement that explains what I mean. As you can see, in moving, it looks like it's a ball, but in reality, it's more of a donut revolving around an axis. Okay, I'm following you. But explain this. There was a drone that flew up to one the other night and just fell right out of the sky when it got real close. Why's that? Well, knowing what we know so far, and that plasmoids are virtually stars, so to speak, what would happen if you got too close to the sun? Oh, the radiation would fry my internal configuration and I would literally just cease to exist. Precisely. And that's why people that show up to these crashed drones when they get too close to these things have been known to wear hazmat suits. Because again, plasmoids are like stars. Stars give off radiation. Radiation tends to fry things, especially electronic. That's why if you were to approach the sun, the closer you get, the hotter it gets, of course. But before you get close enough to even quote-unquote melt or burn and to cease to exist physically, your internal organs would shut down. Now, in my opinion, the craziest thing when understanding plasmoids is they would help us understand black holes and technically, quote-unquote, what a wormhole would be for interdimensional travel. Oh, sweet, so these things are in the sky because aliens might be visiting us? I mean, technically I can't disprove that theory, but in my opinion, no. Well, shit. So there's more so a logical earthly explanation for these things? Unfortunately, yes, for you, but for me, it's actually very interesting. The sun has had a bunch of coronal mass ejections going on the past 6 to 10 weeks. I'm talking about a lot more than we typically see. And within those CMEs are actually plasmoids. And we know that the Earth's magnetic field is slowly starting to deteriorate for numerous reasons, and I will not go into that because we could go on and on for days. So simply speaking, these plasmoids could be existing high up in our atmosphere and skies simply because the sun is shooting off CMEs, our Earth is slowly dying on the outside, and maybe, because as far as physics go it could explain it, these plasmoids are forming in the higher parts of our atmosphere, coming down to the lower parts, and then dissipating. Well, damn. Is there any chance that it actually could be aliens? Again, it could be. I'm no physicist, I just know things. And what we know about plasmoids is theoretically they could be used for interdimensional travel, or a byproduct of doing such things. And they're also known to kind of be sentient. They come down, such as ball lightning, that's another example, and they interact with certain things physically, and then all of a sudden disappear. I don't know. But what's crazy is we're not getting any answers from our government. People are freaking out. And I think this really just goes to prove that we're always going to be in the dark no matter what. So we need to do our own research and figure things out ourselves because we're never going to be told shit.
Well, it's sure starting to look like the New Jersey drone mystery has been solved, at least in large part. And more than that, the culprits behind these drone swarms may have also been behind similar swarms spotted over Langley Air Force Base last December. And that culprit seems to be NASA, or rather a long list of organizations and corporations partnered with NASA on what they call the Advanced Air Mobility Mission. Now, near as I can tell, this theory was first posited by a TikTok creator named JK Ultra, but it first caught my attention thanks to that Intel guy. Then, since he pointed me in the right direction, I've been doing some reading, and I can now tell you that last December, the U.S. Transportation Command, Air Mobility Command, the National Aerospace Research and Technology Park, and the Atlantic County Economic Alliance announced the establishment of a testing corridor between Delaware and New Jersey for a long list of military, commercial, and academic drone technologies. And according to their press release, these drone tests would not only be conducted in and around military installations, but could instead be launched and recovered from anywhere within this drone testing corridor, which they identify as between Joint Base McGuire-Dix-Lakenhurst in New Jersey and Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. And according to that federal press release, this testing corridor is meant for the rapid development of commercial, academic, and federal government drone systems that could benefit future applications for the strategic airlift capabilities of the U.S. Air Force. But I can already hear you saying, well, if it was this NASA-led program, why haven't they come forward? And I honestly couldn't tell you, but the evidence suggests this isn't the first time that happened. Last December, there were similar reports of mysterious drone swarms operating over U.S. military installations, like Langley Air Force Base in Virginia. And near the end of December, NASA released a press release explaining that they'd been testing automated drone systems beyond line of sight and without visual observers on pre-planned routes around Virginia. Now, they didn't come out and say that it was their drones spotted over Langley Air Force Base in Virginia last December, but it is worth noting that the facility they launched their drones from was less than 2 miles away from Langley Air Force Base. And now there have been countless sightings of unusual drones operating in the airspace over New Jersey and the surrounding area. And that just so happens to largely coincide with the announced and established testing corridor for advanced drone technologies in the same area run by the same program. And while I have reached out to NASA to see if they will confirm or deny their involvement in this recent rash of sightings or previous sightings over Virginia last year, I can say right now, as that Intel guy said in his video yesterday, Occam's razor sure does point to this.
Yep, my live got disconnected. Go figure, right? So there is, what the fuck is that? What the hell? Okay, something's going on. Something's going on. What is that next to it? What the fuck? A part of me is starting to maybe think like that red drone is someone's drone. Like someone here putting it up, like police or something like that. And the one above it is the unidentified drones. I don't know. That's not accurate. I am just saying my theory because that red drone is really low. It's kind of weird. And oh my God, look at that one going. What the fuck? Where is it going? It went close to that red drone. What the hell is happening? It's going low. It's getting lower. I'm sorry if you guys can't see that good. I'm trying my best. Okay, so that other one disappeared. The red one's still here. I don't know if that's someone's drone that's just trying to check things out. My live got disconnected. They are very low in seaside heights right now. Very low.
It is going down in Dimona. Look at this shit. Look at this. These is not even. Oh my God, they done shot like some smart bombs or something. Look at this shit. They in it. Drone bombs or something. Look at this. What? Oh my God, what they done shot over here? Look at this. I'm filming this shit. It is crunk. It is crunk out here. What? What they done shot down? Oh my God. Oh my God. Look. Look. Every direction they coming. It's all over. What is these? It's going down under Israel's skies, bro. If there's perfection, dun, 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 this must be heaven in your eyes, walking with you under Israel's sky. Do, 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 under Israel's sky. Oh man, it's crunker than a bitch out here.